Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and whoever or whatever you identify as. Welcome back to the Shed of Dread. Welcome back to another video. No, all recorded on the same day. I'm not a riffy git. Thanks very much. In case you wanted to put that in the comments. Right then, more Doctor Who news. This is a good one. Chris Chibnall reveals least favourite Doctor Who script as showrunner, and that's not just because of the catchy title. Right, this is the old Radio Times. Again, one of the ones that I missed while I was away with the gorgeous wife, having 4 days away from social media and everything else, even though I shouldn't have really done that because Twitter was overtaken by Elon Musk and everything went mental. But it was a lovely 4 days. Any case, when Doctor Who aired its season 11 finale back in December 2018, bringing to an end Jodie Whittaker's first season of 13 Time Lord, some viewers were left unimpressed. Loads of people were left unimpressed, and it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Titled The Battle of, I can never say, Rasknor Av Kolos, the episode was billed as an epic collusion to Doctor, as she and her companions went to great lengths to prevent the deadly beams from destroying the Earth. I did watch that. But like pretty much most of this series, can't remember anything of it. In any case, however, the return of the season opening villain Tim Shaw, that was shit. A lack of plot resolution, which continued to this day, some viewers were left disgruntled. And it turns out that Doctor Who followers weren't the only ones disappointed by the series 11 finale. In a recent interview with Doctor Who magazine, does anyone still read that? Outgoing showrunner, bye-bye, Chris Chibnall revealed it was his least favourite script from his tenure in charge. That was your least favourite, you know. Particularly in the first series, I spent a lot of time helping other writers. Really? You helped them? How? We had some problems towards the end and I had to go back and do some big rewrites, he explained. So that shit that we watched was actually rewritten? Okay. Which means the version of episode 10, the Battle of Rasknor Av Kolos, what we filmed was a first draft. But I didn't just have the time to do a second draft, it just didn't feel like a season finale, and that was entirely down to time. Chris, you barely banged out any episodes. I did a video about Batwoman. They banged out in 3 series, 51 episodes. You do 10 series? You didn't have the time? That's a cop-out. So that explains why it was shit, because it was a first draft. And of course, that means it's going to be shit. It's going to be rough around the edges, isn't it? What? And you're going to use that? I didn't have the time. No, you didn't. You just couldn't give a shit. You couldn't give a fuck. And going around, you were helping the writers and you had to do rewrites. Where? How bad were they before you did the rewrites? Or were they brilliant and you rewrote them and made them shit? You just have to admit, Chris, you're fucking crap at your job. He continued. So that's my least favourite script of mine, but I really attacked resolution, so hopefully I made it up for that one. No, you didn't. That was just as bad. So the one that was the first draft was awful, and the one that you really went for was just as bad. Chris Chibnall is set to be replaced by returning Doctor Who boss Russell T Davies. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it does work. The first thing we will need to know, as I've said before, is who is going to be the 14th Doctor, because that is quite important, because that'll give you a general idea of where we're going to go. Who's making a comeback to the show after it appears to stewed it through its revival in 2005 to 2010, arguably the golden era of New Who, and has even been referred to, I can't remember what show it was, and they actually referred to it as the golden era and didn't mention this era, because this isn't. This is the shit era. Davies' return has of course got fans wondering whether Chibnall might return to the sci-fi series one day. We've already covered that and he went no way, he wasn't ever going to do it again. And that goes back to an article I did before. Yeah, the rest of it is basically going back on the one I did before. I did it about him saying he would never come back. So there you go. So Chris Chibnall was literally that shit that he run a first draft and that was what he produced. Was apparently helping the writers and having to do rewrites. So basically, let's be honest, Chris, you couldn't give a fuck about the show. You weren't remotely interested in the show. And if you've got no idea about time management, perhaps you shouldn't take on a serial ever again. You should have took this one on, because writing for a series is a high pressure job. We all know that. I know you all sit, I know you all sit there and the idiots over there on the fucking left. We all know that writing shows, a serial show, is difficult. It really is difficult. I mean, how, soaps carry on, but they do, well, the way the soaps carry on is they just have 10 plot lines that they just recycle over and over and over again. We just put different characters in. So that's how they do it. You just get the same shit over and over again. Yeah? But obviously with Doctor Who, you can't get the same shit over and over again because it's, but to turn around and say that you didn't have the time. Batwoman did 51 episodes in 3 series. How many have you done, Chris? I'll be glad to see you gone. But again, at least saying that explains why that particular episode was as shit it was. But I'm still a bit hung up on, if you went and rewrote stuff, how shit was it before? Or were there actually good scripts and you thought they weren't shit enough? Who will know? And what do I know? I'm just a fat bloke sitting in a shed surrounded by his toys. But I will bring it to a close, and I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, just give it the old thumbs up. That'd be very nice. And if you want to let some other people know that there's this stupid twat sitting in his shed in the middle of the Midlands talking about Doctor Who, sci-fi and anything else, political or whatever, then share it, and maybe they'll come and have and enjoy it. And then if you enjoy that and you want to see some more of this craziness, then just hit the subscribe button. That would be very nice of you. But if you don't want to, that's fine. If you watch this and you absolutely hated it, you know what? That's fine as well. Thanks for the view. And with that, and as always, and until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to love you and leave you. Thanks for watching.